Back in early 2023, when I was doing research for my very first cruise, I discovered some shocking things about the casino on board a Carnival cruise ship. I'm going to share all of those with you today, and I want you to make sure to stick around for number one because it's really the reason why this channel even exists in the first place. Welcome to Cruising on Comps. Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Chris. This is Cruising on Comps, and today I want to jump right into it because I'm very excited about this topic, especially for you new cruisers out there, or those of you that maybe are familiar with cruising, but you've never gambled on a Carnival cruise ship. So we're going to jump in, starting with number 5, with the casino is not always open. So your traditional land-based casino is probably not even going to have locks on the door because they're open 24/7, 365. But it's different on a cruise ship. Because of laws where a cruise ship has to enter international waters before they can actually open the casino, plus several other amenities on board, you're not always going to find the casino to be open. This is especially important on embarkation day when you're leaving the port, and also when you go to your ports of call on your cruise, whatever itinerary you may have. For most of those, the casino is going to be closed there as well. So that's something to be prepared for that you might not realize, is you can't just go to the casino anytime you want, which quite frankly isn't really a bad thing. So number 4 has to do with complimentary drinks, not just alcohol, but drinks in general. If you've gambled anywhere in the United States, most places are at least going to provide you with water or soft drinks or something like that for free. Alcohol in some jurisdictions cannot be offered for free, but say for example, Las Vegas, if you've ever been, you can order pretty much any type of alcoholic drink you want as well, and they will provide it to you complimentary as long as you're actively playing on a machine. Well, on a Carnival cruise ship, this is not the case. You do not get any complimentary drinks in the casino unless you have an offer that includes that. Now, in the past, they have had posted on their website some points totals you would need to hit, and then you would become eligible on your cruise for drinks in the casino for the remainder of your cruise. They've since changed the wording of this on their website where they don't list actual points. They just ask you to please go speak with the casino host on board, and that casino host can provide you with the particulars of what you need to do in order to become eligible while you're on your cruise. So the way money is handled on a Carnival cruise in the casino is a little different. It's actually a lot different than you would find in most casinos. So in your traditional casino, you'll go in, you'll put your cash into a machine, and when you get ready to cash out of that machine, it's going to print out a cash out voucher that you can either take to a different machine, you can take it to the cage and get your money, or they have kiosks everywhere. You put that in there and it'll give you cash. Well, that's not how it works on a Carnival cruise ship. Their ships and casinos are set up as a cashless system. So you can put cash into the machine, but when you go to cash out, it's actually going to put it on your player's card in what's called your player's bank. And then when you go to another machine, you'll put your card in there, and then you access your player's bank to load money into that machine. So this is definitely different than what you might be accustomed to in a land-based casino. Addition to that, when you have money in your player's bank and you do want to get that cash, you're simply going to take your player's card up to the cash cage, hand them your card and say, I would like to cash out my player's bank. They'll look up, see how much you have in there, and then they'll give you the cash. Very important to make sure you do that on the night before disembarkation because the casino is closed on disembarkation day and you do not have the ability to go get that money. Ultimately, you're going to have to wait for a check, and you don't want to wait. So number 2 on the list is a button that I have mixed feelings about. And that is a button that allows you to charge to your room any money you would like to load into a slot machine. Now, I have mixed feelings about this for a couple of reasons. Number one is it can be very dangerous. You're not going to keep up with how much you're loading into a machine until after the fact. And if you do this, you can get yourself in some serious trouble, especially if you're doing that on a credit card that has, a huge credit limit and you're just adding and adding and adding. What you might be thinking to yourself is, well, I only did that a couple of times, and then you go look at your bill and you did it for $2,000. So be very wary of using this button, but there is cases where I think this button's actually okay. And that would be if you've preloaded money into your account using like an AARP gift card where you can get 10% off on a Carnival cruise gift card, and you've loaded that onto your account before time. And instead of having to carry cash around with you before your cruise and getting on board and all that stuff, you have that set amount of money in there. You've saved yourself a little bit of money because you got 10% off, and you have a fixed amount in there, and you want to be able to charge your casino visit to the room in that instance. That I'm okay with. Just be careful in using this button because the charges can add up. And if you have them on a credit card and you don't pay that balance off as soon as you get home, you're going to end up paying way more for whatever you charged on that card than you would have if you just had put cash or you utilized the gift card scenario. Okay, so now we're at number one on the list, and I told you to make sure to stick around for this one because it's really why I created this channel. But before I jump to that, speaking of the channel, growing so fast, and I couldn't be happier, and I can't thank all of you enough for your support for this channel. If you have not subscribed already, if you would, I would greatly appreciate it. I won't hold you up with any more details on that. I know you're probably tired of hearing it on YouTube. So let's get to number one, which is the comps that you get on a cruise are insane. So over the years, I've done a tremendous amount of research into figuring out how to utilize my gambling to my advantage and trying to get and maximize complimentary offers from casinos, whether it be rooms, free play, food credit, whatever the case may be. As an example, I can go to Las Vegas pretty much any time of the year with a few exceptions, and I can get a free room on the Strip at a very large, well-known casino, or I have a selection of them, and it doesn't cost me anything. I usually get a little bit of food credit with that, and I usually get a little bit of free play with that. It pales in comparison to the value that I get through Carnival for cruises and comps in general. My casino offers are full of free balconies, free suites. Of course, all of your food, unless you choose to eat specialty dining, is free on a cruise. Then in addition to that, they give me what they call fun play, which is essentially free play, in amounts that I have never seen before. I took 2 cruises last year at the end of the year, and I had $1,000 of free play on both of those cruises. In addition to that, again, all your food is free. And I'm a husky dude, so food is very important to me. And then your stateroom, you can get free balconies. Even if you get a free interior room, that's money that you're not spending on your room, and that's very valuable. So when I sat down and started running the numbers of how much value am I getting out of somewhere like Las Vegas versus how much value am I getting on a Carnival cruise ship through a casino offer, it's not even close. Now, I love Las Vegas, and I will continue to go to Las Vegas. But when it comes to my bang for my buck, nothing, and I mean nothing I've ever experienced in all my years of gambling is even in the same stratosphere as what I get from Carnival. And that's why I chose to create this channel is I want to show folks, especially those of you that maybe are considering cruising, you like to gamble and you never really have looked into the value of it. It's insane. So that's why the channel's here. So thank you, Carnival, for providing me with such offers so I can take and turn around and share that with all you wonderful people and show you that if you like to gamble and you're going to do it anyway, in my opinion, it's just really hard to beat what you get in return from the Carnival Players Club. So folks, that's going to be it for this video. I really hope you found the information valuable. If you've been on the fence about taking a cruise, or you really didn't have a full understanding of how the casino program works on a Carnival cruise ship and all of the different things that you would experience that differ from what you would experience in a land-based casino, I hope this information kind of answered those questions for you. So with that being said, I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.